Welcome in, Leos, to your monthly tarot reading. So we are tapping into the month of March 2025. So we're wrapping up the winter in the northern hemisphere, the summer in the southern, and yeah, moving into spring. And then what will that be? Fall for the people in the southern. So yeah, we got a shifting of the seasons happening. March is an exciting time. Because of that, we have St. Patrick's Day that we celebrate here in the States. A lot of people do, and obviously it's an Irish holiday, but you know, I'm always looking forward to something to celebrate. So definitely an interesting time. It is Pisces time, and then I think it's the 20th of March we move into Aries. Got a lot of Pisces energy. We've had a lot of Aquarius as well, but right now, especially for March, a lot of Piscean. The end of February into beginning of March, there's a Pisces stellium, which means there's at least, I think, 4 planets that are in Pisces right now. So we're going to definitely be feeling that intensity of emotions. Pisces is a water sign. So a lot of emotions flying, you know, but Pisces is about dreams and intuition. So it's a great time for harnessing your creativity, assessing your dreams and following your dreams. Also really connecting to your intuition. So you'll be getting a lot of messages. Your intuition's going to open up a lot. Pisces can be a little illusory or deceptive, delusional a bit. You know, it can distort things. So right now, especially in March, I'd say don't take everything in the external world as truth, okay? You'll have to really use your intuition to decipher, especially when we're feeling a lot as well, the intensity of emotions. Emotions can also create some disillusionment as well. So just, you know, kind of be very objective and aware, and especially looking at how you're feeling and assessing those feelings, but also on how you're interpreting the external world. All right, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Leos out there. So let's see what's going on for you guys for March. All right, so we got healing, the dream temples of Asclepius, Greece. That's a 20 card. 15, focus, Shaolin Temple in China. Healing, focus, magic. Look at that. 26, Glastonbury, Britain. You know, one of the first things that came to me is like, we moved from Greece to China. I'm like, ooh, we're jumping around. And then we go all the way back to Britain. So it's almost like this, like exactly that this month, feeling like you're kind of all over the place, but it's almost like you go from one spot and you jump to something, and then you kind of end back up close to where you started. But that's all for a reason here. Definitely there's this process of healing, integrating things right now. There could be something specifically that pops up for you in regards to maybe a wound that, you know, again, is being smacked into your face from the past that maybe you thought you were fine with, or, you know, but it's almost like you're really seeing like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how much that had been affecting me all my life. And there's this real intense need to focus on. You could be focusing physically on something like a project, or, you know, learning something or a task, or like maybe work's intense and you have to focus. There's definitely something that it could be your healing journey as well. The need to really focus on that. And what really comes of this combo of healing and focus is utilizing this new sense of energetic magic, which is really coming out of you. It's coming from a place of integration. And when we are integrating and aligning and clearing potentially like these chakra blockages, we're able to access new wisdom, new manifesting. We're able to attract new things in our life, and it does almost seem like magic. I'm just picking up, it's like, you know, that heart energy, that enlightenment energy coming through. So something is really, by the end of the month, I feel like turning out rather either magical or just like you're manifesting something. And I feel like there's some miracles happening as well by the end of the month for you. So let's check the tarot. Look at that. Yep, we have the star. So that's healing energy here. More of that. Definitely that's unfolding. The Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this has been a slow journey up until this point. Like things have been slow. I feel like you've been really diligent on just life, and like maybe you've been trying to, you know, get some sort of results, or maybe you've been, again, going towards a goal or wanting to manifest something. And I feel like you've just been really focused on, like, you know, the day-to-day grind, like doing what's needed in the day, and just like doing really good at surrendering to the now, and then like hoping that you get to where you're trying to get to eventually. But I do feel like it's been a slow go. 8 of Cups. 4 of Swords. There's more healing going on. Wow. And then 10 of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Cups. I got to take the Hermit, and wow, Tower, 9 of Swords, and then here's the Truth coming out. Okay, so I do feel like there's been kind of a rough road in some aspects. I do feel like there's energetic baggage. Maybe this is also taking on too much responsibility, and this could have been something that stems from childhood, that responsibilities that people put on you too early, and that you still seem to be carrying, that you always have to carry the load for everybody. That could be like a wound. But I do feel like you're really working through and healing some things, and being able to like walk away from... I also feel like there could be a person or people in your life that just, I feel like they kind of drag you down. Like you're trying to get places and manifest things, and these types of people just, they're more stuck in the external world. You know, they feel like they have to be the ones to keep doing and doing and doing to also like bring about change and fulfill their goals, where like you're at a new place of like aligning. You know that you have to align with something, and once you're in alignment, that creates new levels of ease at doing things, and ease at achieving goals, and things happen faster. So there's definitely some emotions that you're leaving behind, and I do feel like they are internal as well, that you're leaving behind in the past, and you're finally working on healing this. And this is what's kind of closing out this chapter of like carrying this. And you're kind of elevating to a new place emotionally with the Queen of Cups. I kind of feel like that's you. But because there is some sort of, with the Hermit here, there's some sort of spiritual enlightenment that's happening, like a new level of awareness, understanding, looking back at what's happened. Like the Hermit is really that, you know, masculine, divine masculine, like spiritual SME, right? That spiritual energy in the deck. And with that new enlightenment, that new awareness, I do feel like that's what the Tower is. And it's clearing out any fears or anxiety that you've been carrying, and maybe the anxiety and the fears, and maybe causing, like, maybe you have a hard time sleeping or sleepless nights, or maybe you're dreaming a lot. But why this is happening is because you're going through a process of, and all this deep recessed unconscious stuff is kind of starting to surface more. And the more it gets closer to the surface, the more we start feeling it. Like maybe it's just been so deep in our unconscious for a long time that we haven't noticed it. But now all of a sudden we're feeling a lot heavier. Like you just, I've been feeling that too. Just like there's something that just seems to be like really like a dark cloud hanging over me. Even when I'm trying to sleep, like I can feel the energy. I feel that's what it is. And then all of a sudden it's like you get this clarity. The Tower comes in and really gives you either the truth or gives you that true clarity of really what that heaviness has been, and maybe that you've been carrying it for a long time. So there's a new level of understanding coming through here, which obviously is good. So let's keep going. So we have the Justice card. Yeah, there's this karmic kind of rebalancing going on. The King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. So, also for some of you, maybe you've had a connection or relationship with someone who, on paper, they try to look good, right? Or they have this appearance of really feeling like they're this King of Pentacles. But in reality, underneath this mask, they're the Knight of Wands. Because the Knight of Wands is more, the king is more responsible and like an adult type figure, where the Knight of Wands is kind of like the lower octave, kind of immature person. The way what motivates them is really like ego driven and wounding, right? They're very erratic, they're not a very solid person to count on, because they're very selfish and impulsive. It's that selfish energy with the Knight of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. I feel like there's been a lot of uncertainty about something in your life, a situation, relationship. Three of Pentacles. And the Ten of Cups. So this could be a relationship. This could be a boss, but there's someone in your life that, who is really this King of Pentacles, but really is the Knight of Wands. I do feel like you've been trying to work it out with them, or try to work together and collaborate, if it's like a work person or a boss. If it's a relationship, I feel like you've been on uncertain territory. Like you've been going through this internally about this relationship, of like uncertain of is this the right one? Is this the person? Do I want to get married to this person? Or there's a lot of ups and downs. And it's like you've been kind of trying to work together to create, a successful relationship or situation here. I do feel like you're moving towards the Ten of Cups. But what's interesting here is I'm feeling like in the past there was a lot of uncertainty. I do feel like in the now moment there's this like, hey, we're peacefully collaborating, but I still feel like something has to change here. The Queen of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Strength card. So there's this sense of overcoming that's coming up in the future, like overcoming what's happened in the past, overcoming this situation here where, again, if this is a relationship, there's like this commitment here, and it's like maybe you're trying to work towards a deeper commitment, but it's this person really almost doesn't have the capacity to do that in the way you're looking for. But like the Queen of Wands is really you, Leo, right? The fire sign here. I do feel like you've been gaining more confidence as you do your healing and integration. I feel like you're gaining more confidence in yourself and seeing your own worth and getting more passionate and being more attractive just in general to the world. And I feel like you're feeling more confident and like seeing like, hey, I'm, is this something I really want to keep kind of, again, investing my time and energy into and trying to collaborate with this person, when there's kind of the sense of feeling like you always do all the work. And maybe the work they invest in is more on their things that are very personal. Like they spend all their time, investment, money, emotions in their job or in building their life. But when it comes to relationships, they don't have as much time and energy and money to invest in the relationship, and you're doing all the investing. So I'm kind of interested here because it seems to be a little unknown, but I do feel like you're going to overcome this, and from this you're going to gain a lot more courage and confidence in yourself, that now when the right thing comes around, you're going to be able to be more discerning. But I do feel like the healing, finally, you're attracting things that align more with what you really want. So let's see, what's the King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands here? 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands. So there is some sort of, this could be about communicating, having a conversation here, and like, I do feel like you're going to be successful in some sense. Like you're going to overcome this and find success out of the conversation, because it's finally going to move you forward. What's the 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords? Yeah, it's like you've been stuck. You've definitely been stuck in this like pattern here of like uncertainty, and like you keep, again, let's keep trying this. Let's keep going back to a plan. Like how do we build a more stable relationship? But I do feel like in this card, it's like Alice is doing more of the pruning and like the doing, where the King down here, which I would see as this King of Pentacles, is like trying to direct more. He's not actually doing as much here. So there is this, someone is very blocked. I feel like the relationship or connection is stuck, whether it's a boss, someone at work, or a relationship, because this is kind of more referring to some dynamic here with a person. I feel like you haven't been sure on how this is going to really unfold and how you're going to it's like you want to get out of this. You want to get off the fence. You want to get unstuck, but you also like don't know what path is, like how to move forward. I kind of feel. 10 of Cups, the Moon. Yeah, you're still a little there's that Pisces. The Moon is Pisces, and it's like I think there's still this like uncertainty. Like I keep saying uncertainty here, like it's still a little dark. Like there's a little light, but that Moon can kind of distort the path and distort what's going on. And I still feel like you're a little in the dark about, you don't know yet what this 10 of Cups is, or where the 10 of Cups is, or what direction to go to get the 10 of Cups. And in this Strength card, Alice is a little lost in the woods. It's almost like you're still in the dark a bit. You're still feeling lost, but I think the light's going to start to get bigger to help for you to finally see, like, oh, here's a path here. Let me follow this path kind of metaphor. I'm going to grab another deck here. Let's just quick. Ooh, this just flew out here. Another one. Yeah, 10 of Wands again. So the Tower. I just want to see what this Tower is about with the 9 of Swords. Yeah, look at that. Another 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands, 3 of Swords. King of Swords. So this conversation, like this is a more serious conversation, the 8 of Wands. Potentially I feel like the Tower is finally like facing the truth and having a conversation about it. It could end in a little bit of like disappointment or heartbreak. Because when you're trying to converse with the King of Swords, you're kind of, you know, at a detriment, the King of Swords is never gonna, you're never gonna win in a conversation with them. They're also, like, the King of Swords isn't the greatest at emotions. He can be a bit cold, and sharp with his words. So it could be that this conversation, this is the same person here. It's not going to go great, but I think you're finally going to get your clarity and your truth about the situation. And maybe, you know, let me just see the Three of Pentacles. Maybe you're kind of done with this trying to work it out. Yeah, it's like this, you're kind of just trusting that this is all gonna kind of work out in the end in some aspect. And you got the Hierophant again. I just feel like you're finally getting the clarity and truth you need to clear kind of this feeling in the dark about the situation, or like, again, how is this going to play out? What do I do next? God, everyone is feeling stuck. They have been feeling stuck. And I think everyone's at a point of like I can't handle being stuck anymore. Like, I need some answers. I need some clarity. I need to know, like, what is the right path next in my life? Like, what do I need to do to then not feel stuck and start feeling some movement? And I feel like that's coming in March for you. There could be a conversation too. This conversation could involve about moving, or again, like, where are we going? Like, what direction are we moving in this relationship? And finally, again, getting that clarity of, is if this person isn't on the same page with you at this point, I definitely feel like that's a big kind of sign for you, because you're wanting to like grow in your life and expand and kind of move forward in some direction, in a new direction. And this person, to me, is probably not going to want to. So, but I think, you know, clarity and truth is better than being in the dark. I think even though it's going to be maybe disappointing and sad, maybe a little heartbreaking, I do feel like that new sense of truth and clarity is going to feel like a relief for you, Leos. Alrighty. Look at all the cards here. So, yeah, just like, you know, stay strong, stay confident in who you are and what you want, Leo. And don't, like, I guess, regress from that. Maybe if you would have done that in the past. I mean, use your passion and fire energy that you are known for to stand up for yourself and, like, be clear on, like, hey, this is what I want, this is where I'm moving, and, like, kind of a shit or get off the pot type of situation here. And you can come with me or not. Or maybe you already know and you just are finally having this conversation. So, all right, Leos, you have a great March, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.